In this video, I'm going to show you the use case scenario of one of the AI models available on Power Apps, and that's going to be the extract information from identity document. Think about a situation where you're trying to get users to fill a form on your website. It could be anywhere, and somehow you just want to verify their identity, right? So you're going to submit a document, right, which in most cases is going to be a picture, an image file. So in a typical situation, you will find yourself, filling out or keying in this information into the system manually. But with this model, you can easily extract this information from the images, pass that on to Power Automate, and then use the AI model, to push it down to a new table where you can easily, compare the information they filled on the form and the information contained in the ID document. So if the names match and the date of birth match and the address and every other stuff matches, you can just accept this person into whatever they're trying to apply for, right? So that's just a perfect use case scenario for this. And in this video, we're going to be using the Canvas app, of course, and secondly, we're going to be using Power Pages to demonstrate how this can be applied in a website or on a website, whichever it is. Before we go any further, if you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you just get notified whenever I put up some more amazing content like this. Please subscribe. Okay guys, we're in here in my Power Apps Studio, Power Apps environment, whichever you want to call it, and right here, we have the AI Hub. I just want to show you how this stuff works before going over to the Canvas app to, create some cool stuff. So if you don't find this AI Hub here, you can click on more, and just somewhere around here, you can find it and then pin it to the bar over here. So we're going to go over to AI models, we check on documents, and look out for extract information from an ID, and in here we can see some sample documents that have been used to test this model, and you can see this document over here have been extracted to these strings of data you can see over here, right? I'm going to test that out with my passport in a second. Let's see. Yeah, there you have it, and it's so on point, very accurate. All my information gotten, and what we're gonna do in addition to this is to pass this stuff down to Power Automate and then down to a table, right? So we're gonna see that over in the Canvas app. So I'm gonna jump here. Since this is going to be some kind of series for me, creating videos on AI models available on Power Apps, I'm going to create a solution for it so I can put it in there by creating a new solution. Let's call it AI models demo. I'm going to pick my publisher. Is anyone down there? Yeah, I'm going to pick that one and then create. And wait for it to load. It's taking a bit of time. Slow connection as always. I don't know what's wrong with Adele. Okay, it's coming up slow. So first things first, when you get a solution, you most likely think about where you are going to, save all your data, right? So I'm going to create a new table. So I'm going to call it users. Can I say user application? Right. I'm going to enable this guy because I want to upload files into this Dataverse table. Yeah, that's just about it. the primary column. What do we do here? For in this case, I'll just, let's say, applicant ID, or should we say application ID? Application ID. I think I've used this before, so I'll just add that S in the end just to be, sure, or to be safe rather. Let me not get any errors or get confused along the line. Table name, user applications, and then just save. Gotta wait for that to save up. Yeah, now our table is created. We don't have any business going about this stuff, right? That's for this problem we're trying to solve. Can click on select. Oh, I want to leave just the application ID is showing up, and I want this to be an auto column, right? Big auto number, and I'm gonna pick here. Yeah, that's better. And I'm gonna pick a AP, right? I'm gonna leave this one the way it is, and I'm gonna click on save. So when creating the tables, you want to think about what information you want to grab from the users, right? In this case, we want to keep everything simple, trying to make it complex, so we can easily finish up in no time. So I'm gonna come over here, give it a name. I'm gonna say first name, right? It's gonna be a string, obviously. I should make that required as well because it is a must. You want to make this required, right? Let's just assume we are, creating a real thing here. First name or last name. Last name, still a string, and no, we still make it required. It's up to you, right? I'm just trying to do this to, when we get on the form, right? You want to see these red stars around the form so the user would know this stuff is really mandatory. So we can check out the date of birth, pick a date as data type. We don't want the time. Nobody knows the time when they were born, unless nobody keeps track of that time, unless your mother might want to keep her favorite memory about the moment and then just tell you. Date of birth is still required, but let's just go on without wasting much of our time. I'm gonna pick date of birth, and what else? Let's say, yeah, here, identity document. Let's not create much columns, right? I'm already using space between. It's quite stressful when you're building, these apps on using the Canvas app. You start putting this tiny quote around. So I don't know. I should have changed that from the start. I might have to rename that. Identity document, and it's going to be data type of file. Image. You don't want to check this. Yep. Save. That should be required as well. So this is just about what we need, right? Nothing more. Because I'm going to use my own document here, so I wouldn't want to put any document ID in this place, because I don't know, just show that off by mistake or something. It's too risky. So we're going to leave it at that. And I'm going to come over here and, a table, create a new table. It's going to be where, we pass on the information extracted from the document, into, what do we call this? This is supposed to be more like a permanent stuff, right? Okay, you confirm your IDs and all that kind of stuff. You have to make sure you're using the same name as contained on their ID in your database, right? That's the end goal. So I just put it accepted members. They're not yet accepted though, but it depends on how your process works, right? Could be that if the names don't match, you could easily reject or accept, right? And then once you reject, it will have to delete the members that have been added to this table through the click of a button. And then we're going to click on save. Oh, what did I do there? There's something I think we messed it up. Do we? No. I'm getting confused here. Don't mind me. I should have, taken care of the whole column thing. And what do we have here? Where are you? Yeah, the primary column over there. Let's save. I just want to change this to be the first name. Because we will be using the IDs from this other table here, right? To match up to users around here later on. So I think that will be taken care of. Data type, text, everything all the same. Just save it. I'm gonna create what's it? Last name. Let me try speed up here so we don't take up much time. Good. Go on. Then we're gonna have another one, date of birth. Birth date. Anyone. We're good. The date only. Just save. What else do we grab from here? Just this tree, right? Just to be sure. It's loading up slow, right? My connection. Not really placing. First name, yeah, pretty much the same thing. So this is going to be, the form, right? It's going to be on the form where the users enter the information and then end up uploading the ID document, right? And then most likely you might want to keep the ID document since this table is temporal. Most of the data here, most of the data here will be deleted, right? Because you don't want to keep your user such sensitive information about your applicant. Depending, what am I saying? Yeah, you don't want to keep the information, for so long because there are some rules that guide, such circumstances, right? So you have to let them know how long you're going to keep their information and what's going to be used for and when it's going to be deleted, right? Just to follow some guidelines set by, the country where you live. So I think we're done from here now. We can jump right into the Canvas app and just create something pretty much fast. I'm going to create a new app, a Canvas app, and then what are we going to call this app? ID information grabber. Yeah, let's leave it that way, don't mind me. You can use anything there, just make it a bit more formal when you are doing your own project. wait for it to load. I think this is going to make our video pretty much long, the whole connection thing. Oh boy. It's really taking longer than I had expected. Trying to keep this, in real time so you can see the errors I would make, how I struggle to get a thing or two done. So you don't think everything is just, picture perfect from the start, right? So when you see a demo, you know that this thing is really what you're trying to do, that doing it this way, there's some errors, it doesn't always come out perfect. So in here on the app, I'm going to add a container, right? We're just doing something pretty fast and quick. I'm going to set the height to parent.height and the width, what was that, to width parent.width. This was really coming up fast, divided by 2. That's half of it, right? Yep, just how I want it. And I'm going to copy this and paste it. Oops. I didn't want to paste it inside the parent container, but rather on, yeah, there we have it, right? And then in here, I want to like create an avenue for us to see, the data that has been filled in, right? So I am going to add a label. I don't use a form for some reason. I don't know if that's going to work. We might check that out later. Trying to use a display form, but for some reason, this modern form control comes with a lot of issues. And somehow, let me see if something changed already. We'll come back to that later. Let's just use a text label. In here, let's add our data first before I make that call. I'm going to come here and add a table. What do we call this table again? Application, user application. That's being added. And then we add members. Members. Accepted members here. So this over here is going to be the information filled in by our potential users, right? Let's say info filled by users or applicants, whichever the case might be. Make it a bit bigger. And just drag this. I'm gonna make that bold. Just a demo. Not trying to make any fancy stuff here. Right, so I'm gonna create a label. An a display form would have saved us the time, right? Just display the data and that kind of stuff. Well, let's just try that out. Edit form, display form rather. What am I doing? Yep, you can use this and change the display mode to photo. Not this, I never wanted that. Let's the display. Doing this like you see, that's what happens when you try and do the stuff on your own, right? So many things run through your head. You just have to figure out, what you think will work for you, right? And just try to do things right for yourself and your users. So these decisions are quite tough to make sometimes. It takes some time. I don't know. It could be because I'm still a newbie, right? But I guess that's pretty much the same with everyone, unless you have something handy that created on first thing. This is supposed to be I'm gonna unlock this whole stuff. When you click on it, you unlock it. It's just going to, let's hope it works. And over here, we're going to, I should have waited and copy this stuff. Copy this, paste it. Pretty much doing plenty of thinking in my head. A lot of thinking. Then I'm going to say extracted information, right? But then the source is going to be accepted members. So we're gonna take care of the fields. So I'll take this out. We don't need all this information, some of them. So I will just remove all the fields and maybe re-add the few ones we actually need. This technician just deleted this form and they added a new form instead. But I'm almost done, so let's just continue, right? I'm gonna add a field. We need this, and the last name. Right? Whereas over here, what do we need? No, it's not the source. We don't need this guy. We don't need this guy. We don't need this guy. Well, I hope this works for us, because this looks like a modern form control. Okay, move the stuff around. Yeah, so we're pretty much there, right? So what I'm trying to do here is this here has been linked to the first table we created, while this has been linked to the information to the table where we get the information extracted to. So what else do I need to do? I'm gonna add a drop down, a combo box. And the source is going to be this guy, the table for this guy. I'm just doing some advanced really in case this thing doesn't work out for us. I can know I've taken care of this stuff. The frame is to like source for the information we need here. So we're gonna say user application. Hey, user applications. So we come down here. Okay, there's nothing there. Pick out a field to be let's do first name already on the section. The section first name too, just in case. So I think we're pretty much done with this guy, right? So we're gonna jump over the other way to Power Pages. Gonna close these guys. So in here, we're going to be creating a form. Just assume it's a website you've built, and it's a sign-up form or something, application form, or some stuff like that. Why are you asking me to sign in, man? So it's coming up. This is loading up pretty slow. So guys, we're in here on Power Pages, and let's go on. I'm going to say start with a template. Okay, and just pick pretty much any. Yeah, this will be perfect. I don't even have to see. This is gonna be our site name. Let's say it's gonna be a gym. Okay, I just say school registration. School Inizioni, right? And that should be good. Done. Wait for it to load up, might take some time. Alright guys, we're in now. You see the Henny School, the site is getting ready. We might want to wait a little before we edit. So I'm just gonna give it some more time to finish up. So guys, it has opened up now, and I had already gone ahead to make some changes here, thinking I was recording, but I think I wasn't. However, I'll just take you back to show you what I have done. Recall that this was where we're at, 5 minutes ago. I went on, got a couple of things done with, and when I came back, opened it up. I thought I was recording, and I just missed the whole thing. So I only click on that edit button there, and then I got taken to this view you're about to see now. Wow, it's taking up some time as usual. Yep, I was maybe this view here, and there was a form in here, right? Not what I needed. I removed the form, and then I was trying to add a new form, a multi-step form. Before then, I had already, added the required table. This is our table here. This came together with the template we used. For some reason, I can't seem to find where to remove these tables. So these are our own table. I just came here, searched for it, and then added it up there. And then also, I went ahead to create some forms, right? The first one I created was this, a default form. I created this form here. That's a form the users will be seeing, right? Wait for it to load up. So we're going to use a two-step process. That's because in Dataverse, you can't upload a picture or a document to a record if a record hasn't been created yet. So I made this a multi-step process, whereby the user will fill in some information before we get to documentation stage, right? So when they fill this new application form, then they will now go ahead, to the next stage. These records will be created, and then the next stage they can, modify the record by uploading the ID document into our Dataverse. So what I did was, when I came here, I took out all the fields I didn't need, and then I, click on that add field here. Whatever I click on will come into, the form. I don't need this here, so I can take it out. This for the next stage. So that's it. Then I save and publish. Wait for it to save and publish. It's going to take some time. Yep, save and publish. Then I went back, then created a new form, and that form this time was document upload, which is going to be our next step, right, in the signing up or registration process. So once this was up, the same thing, add field, and I clicked on the ID field, and then it come up here, and you can see this message here, right? This record hasn't been created yet. To enable image upload, create this record. So that's just the same. Even when you're using the audio-driven app, it shows the same thing. You will have to create a record first before you can upload a document into Dataverse. That's for Power Pages and let's say audio-driven app at least. For a Canvas app, there's a controller that handles that for you quite perfectly well. I'm gonna go back to the page section so we can add our form. And we're gonna click on this. It's a multi-step form, right? I had already created a form, but let's just do it all over. So I'm gonna call it student registration, right? Then show progress indicator, and then allow multiple entries per person. Then I click on OK. I'm gonna add our first step. I'm gonna call it information. I'm gonna choose our table. Here's our application. Now we need to pick a form, which is the first form I created, right? Registration info. Here's an attachment. Let's say you want to, upload a file. Somehow this goes to Azure blob storage, but we don't want that in this case. Then when this is submitted, I want to create a new record, right? Then you're gonna hit that OK button. And then the form comes up here. You can see the form, right? First name, last name, date of birth. Then you need to create some permissions so our users or the external user can see this form. So I'm going to use let's give this permission a name, X user, external user. They can read, create, and should we use append to and update. Then we create a role. We're gonna pick anonymous user and then save. And wait for it to save up. Once that's been saved, we can add the next step, which is step 2. We're gonna call this step documentation, and user application, same table, and this time document upload as the form. There could be multiple documents, right? So when creating the form, you add all those documents to that section, in that form you were creating, the second form. In this case, we just want one document. Attachment, same. This one updates an existing record, right? So now the first one creates the record. This one updates the record, right? By adding the document to the record. Now, there we have it. That's been created. And now I think we're just good to go. So we're going to go over to the preview. Next up, wait for it to do its thing, and then it's going to pop. And there you have it. Henix UA is loading up, right? So let's say there was a sign up form on this side. This is what you're going to see, your users are going to see, right? So they can come in here. I'm going to put in my name. I'm going to put Peter Okwai. I'm going to put the date of birth. I'm not going to use my real birth date here. Say 2001. Just messing with you guys. And I'm going to click on next. Now, behind the scenes, the record is being created, right? Record is being created. So down to this point, you're only updating that record that's been created in this stage. Even though you can go back, even when you go back, you will be updating the record instead, right? So we can choose a file you want to upload. Let's pick this sample stuff here and open and submit. So let's head back to this point here, Power App Studio, and check out this table if there is anything here at all. It should be here by now. Yep, there you have it. That's a new user application. First name, last name, date of birth, and ID document. And there you have it, right? So I think we're getting pretty much closer to what we're trying to achieve. So since our form is now set up, we're still gonna click here and head over to Power Automate, where we're gonna use this AI model. We're going to see it in action. Still coming up slow. Sign in required. Sign in then. Nope. It's another account. We're gonna pick this guy here and yep. think we're in. We are so in. We are so in. Wait for it to load up. Oh man. It's taking up quite some time. I have to extend. Extend my trial. Where are you taking me to? Wait, not now. I'm going to pick that. It's taking up some time. Yeah, so I'm gonna come in here to the solutions and look for that AI solution that I had created earlier on. It's just like do this thing. Connection. Oh, it's got to be power orientation. All right, it's finally done. So we're gonna click on this guy here. That's a the solution we created earlier on, and create a new flow automation. A new cloud flow automated. Wait for it to load up. What do we call this flow? ID extractor, right? ID info extractor. Don't mind the way I was typing my names. I'm just let's just give it a normal stuff. ID information extractor. So we're going to use Dataverse, right? That's the when a row is added, modified, or whatever. Wait for it to load up. And there we have it. So we're going to say when, a row is modified. Because remember, we're only saving that we're creating the record first before we upload the document. So that will be modified, right? So we only want this trigger to run when that column is modified. And it even makes sense this way because, okay, what if the user uploads an IE document that has a different name and then you end up rejecting, right? It will mean that record will be deleted. And then when the user re-uploads a new ID document, it triggers the row and then it triggers the flow again, to run the whole thing. So it all depends on your design and your process. You decide what you want. User application is a table. We want a scope. Well, limit to organization. And then we're going to add a step. So when it's modified, what happens? We want to download. It's supposed to be Dataverse. You have to download a file or an image. from which table? The same table, the user, application. So when this is modified and this image is uploaded, we want to download that image. That should be the next step. What's the row ID? Now here we're going to pick the unique identifier. Where is it? There it is. User application. Unique identifier of this entity. Pardon me. Then what's the column? It's up there for you already, right? So once you want to do, I think when I was doing this stuff first, that I kind of left out this field here, and that kind of messed with my head a little, because I was like, the flow was running well, everything was running fine, but this thing keeps grabbing some null values, like it keeps on coming up as blank. So you want to put the full, just type in full there, so you can extract you can download the full image instead of the thumbnail, right? Keep that in mind. And then once you download it, what do you want to do? You want to process it with an AI builder. You process it, right? What do you want to do? What process do you want to undertake? Extract information. You look for that extract information from identity document. And there you have it. And then what's the file you want to work on? It's going to be the file or image content you have downloaded. So once this has been extracted, what do you want to do? You want to create a new record to the members table, right? I want to add a new row. That's a new record. What table is it? It's going to be accepted members, right? Then you want to enter the field. The first name is going to be the first name. Look for the last name. Where are you? Last name is going to be the last name. Date of birth is going to be date of birth, right? If there's some other information you want to pull out from there, it's up to you. It all depends on what you want to do. So once that's been done, you can save. Wait for it to save up, and then let's test the flow to see if it works. So okay, we're there now. So I'm gonna preview this guy and wait for him to pop up. I should have closed the first one that opened. Should have saved up some time, some few seconds at least. So now it's open up. We're gonna go ahead and create a record. So I use my names here. Let's use the name I'm expecting from the other file. Because of my Jennifer, some Nigerian song. Jennifer, Jane, whatever. Pick a random date. /1 line 9 8. Gonna go next. It's gonna create a record, right? Then you can upload. Let's pick. Nope, that's me. I don't want that yet. And open, and then submit. Wait for it. And go back to the flow here. And wait for it to run. Oh, I think we missed out a step. I'll show you that in a second. Let's just go on. I think that's been created already, so we can check out what was extracted. Is there nothing? Are we missing something? First name. Hold up. Edit. We could be missing out something. I want to run through this one more time and see. User applications, organization, download, row ID, the row ID is going to be the unique identifier. Right, it's gonna be a full image size. We extract from the image. We're adding this information to accepted users. So why are we getting blanks? I have to check this if anything has been created. Hold up, let's see. Yep, records have been created, and yep, and records have been created here as well. So I'm wondering why we weren't seeing anything. Last name. Where's the first name? Okay, and date of birth. So there we have the records have been created, but somehow it didn't capture the birth date. I'm gonna try one more time and see what went wrong there. I'm gonna have to confirm this again. Okay, it shouldn't be date of issue, it should be date of birth. And that's where we had our problems coming in. And then before I do that, I want to add an ID column where we can match these two tables. I'm going to create a new column. Right, applicant ID. Applicant ID. Right, I'm going to leave it as a text field and save. Okay, I'm going to head back here and will the field be here? I'll just save and wait for it to, show up. Is anything here like applicant ID? I think we just need to refresh this stuff. Yeah, that's one thing. This stuff, they take quite some time to build. It's pretty fast actually. I think it should be because I'm trying to explain to you guys and doing a lot at the same time. And I'm pretty much new to the stuff as well. But regardless, when in a real life situation, I think this is what you just get to face. problems come up from nowhere, and you just have to take care of them, right? Calls for patience. So that's opening up. Hopefully we'll see our new column there, so we can enter some values into it. We are going to edit. Wait for it to load up. And once we're done from here, we're going to our final step, right? It's going to be a 1-hour video. Damn. But it's worth the time. It's worth it. I'm going to turn this new designer stuff off. Prefer the older one, at least for now. Come up fast. Yep. There. So we're going to look for that row, that column rather. Applicant ID. And there it is. So what we want to put into this column? We're going to put a column from the other table. Should have been a need, but no, I didn't just save it up that way. As applicant IDs from the other table, if you can remember. Application ID. Yeah, I'll use that. It should match up proper. As the, let's say, the unique columns. I want to use to create a relationship with the tables, between the two tables. So I can save and test the flow again. Annual test. Thankfully, I haven't closed this guy. Wait for it to load up. I'm not gonna close this. Let's come here. Just going to hit home again. I should include the redirect, but I didn't. So I'm gonna choose Jennifer. Same Jennifer. I want to put Mary. Just some random names. So 9, 4, I'm gonna say 2009. Next, it's creating the record. No flow will be triggered, right? And then we're gonna update the record to trigger the flow. Once we do that, we have our flow running again. Up there. Yeah, we have our flow running. I'm gonna see in a second. The one that's staying. And that's done with. So as you can see, the first name Jennifer, application ID has been entered, and the date of birth and the last name has been entered, right? You can come over here and confirm by running the refresh. You can see Jennifer. You can see that these are the values from the ID, right? They've been entered here. So let's say in the real case scenario, you came up to your app, going to refresh. I want to make this dynamic. You're gonna see Peter, Jennifer. There are 3 applications now be submitted, right? So I want to make this form display be dynamic. So I'm going to say lookup combo box one dot lookup users application, where I hope I got the right table name there. This is running slow, or is it my connection? So I can't really place it. I have to be sure, because if there are some errors, the code might not work. Combo box one dot selected. Selected dot ID, one for the ID, right? I didn't really study my table, so I'm struggling to figure out what. Looking for the application ID. Yeah. Sorry, let's try figure out this guy here first. Oh man, look up, bring up a name, user applications, where application ID is equal to combo box one dot selected dot applications ID. So if I click on this guy and maybe all of this, this isn't giving me what I want. So to save time, we're just gonna use a text label, right? I don't know, I can't seem to find a way to make that, show up as I want it to, and I'm taking a lot much time. So we just want to use labels here. It's the first name. I'll figure that out. That's one thing with learning. You're gonna have to battle a lot of stuff. We're gonna make that bold. Copy and paste. This will be last name, and this will be the next copy and paste should be date of birth, right? Date of birth. Right. Let's add a column. So in the next label here, we'll make it dynamic, right? Let's leave it as semi. No, shouldn't make it gold. It should be normal, and it should be combo box one dot selected dot first name. It's already there. Just having the drop down. What happened there? When drop down should have been better. Let's combo well, either way, it's still okay. I can, change the settings to allow, to disallow multiple selection. You can just hear how I am putting my thoughts out loud. It's going to be the same with every other person, right? Because you have to think. Last name is no last name showing up. There's no value in last name. How sure are you about that? Combo box one dot selected dot last name. Okay, there's no last name. Surprising. So we're gonna come over to this other person, this other guy here, and be like, but I don't know what we use there, just date of birth or DOB. Just DOB. And then I want to add another container. I'll try just making an image control since I'm not doing any fancy stuff. I'm gonna make this to fill and make it big enough for the user to see. I'm gonna copy out everything here. And take out this font and paste them in there. Right. And do the same thing. Whoa, just wanna go over 1 hour. I think that's because I'm explaining, or am I just too slow with it? So really trying to be fast. Yep, there we have it. This is going to be we're gonna do a lookup. We're gonna look up the other table, accepted members, where applicant ID is equal to combo box one dot selected dot applicant ID. Dots first, right? We're gonna do the same thing for these other guys. Why change the last dot values there? Just for them, or there could be another way around, right? It just depends on what you're trying to show off. So in this case, I'm just going with this method since I know what's mixing up the form control I was trying to use. This is going to be last name, and this is going to be the date of birth. Date, birth date. So this is going to be combo box one dot selected. It's gonna be the document stuff we created. in document dot full gives you the full stuff. I'm gonna have to wait for that to load up. Yeah, it's not coming up yet, but it is there. It's saved already. So when I come here, hold on, let me disable multi-selection, enable. Let's see. Forgotten what that is called. I'm always seeing select multiple, should be false, yeah. Right, so when I go back here and try to click on anyone as Jennifer, you can see it's dynamic now, right? Peter, there was nothing submitted, but this Jennifer here, no, the one down, should have something coming up here. But this image is taking quite some time to load. So maybe I should use, just leave it at that. So just the other stuff will show up. What do they call it? The thumbnail. It's really taking off some time to load. It should be my network then. Maybe I should refresh. Saved up, right? So I'm going to refresh, right? Reload. Then I come back to this guy here, you know, to submit a new form. Wait for it to load. Why do I have to sign in again? Hold up. Let me open it from here. It's gonna take some time. I like to load up. And yeah, we're getting there because it's loading yet. Let's come back here to see if this guy is sorted out. I think we don't need Power Automate, right? So I can close it just to free up, you know, some RAM. Memory. So we're going to create a new stuff here. So in this case, I'm going to use my names, but in reverse, since we already have Peter there. Peter Okwai. And I'm going to put 2609/1995. Oh, yeah, that's right. The first one that is a month. You could change that format when you know, doing some personalization in your. It's going to load up. I'll pick out my, you know, passport. And then I submit. And then when I come back here, I'm going to wait for this guy to load up. So obviously it has been my connection all along, right? You can see how slow this stuff is. It's been my connection all along. So we're gonna assume, is this guy done? Yeah. We're gonna assume, let's say, this would have submitted these applications, right, on the portal, like on the website. and then as let's say an admission officer, let's use that case. So you come back here and then you're trying to go through the applications. So in the app here, in here you'll be seeing what was submitted, right? You're checking out the ID cards, right? And then over here is where you'll be confirming the details, comparing the details extracted from the ID card against what was filled, right? An ID card will also be here for you to see. So I'm going to play the application now. So I do some data refresh first before attempting that. Refresh this too. Wait for it to get done with, and I'm gonna save, and I'm going to play the app. And I'm gonna come here and look for my surname, last name, whatever. Click on it. Now, in this case, I know what's going on here. Why is it not bringing out my... Why is it still showing us Jennifer Brooks? It's got to be something wrong, right? One problem to another. Last name. Yeah, last name. The last name. So, fields. Something is wrong, right? It has to be from the fields section. Let's see. Oh man, shouldn't be double. That's why I said, hold up, I'm going to change this and add a drop down instead. We're going to name the drop down to be a combo box, right? That's what I would do. I'm going to rename the control to be a combo, so I don't go around editing this whole stuff anymore. Combo box 1. Right, so I'm going to pick user applications as the table data source, right? Right, and then I'm going to come here yeah, there you have it. Instead we're having the IDs coming up. So we want it to be the first name. Yeah, so there we have it. So I'm gonna come here and click on Y. There you have, all that information coming out, and the passport showing up. So if you were to be the admission officer after they get this thing submitted online, in the flow runs everything, extract this information over here, and fill it up here. You see everything there showing up, right? And then, you can just do some comparison and other stuff. Once you confirm that this thing is okay, right? Everything is matching up, right? As in my case, you can see everything is matching up pretty much good, right? So there could be a button here. Could be a button here, that once this button is clicked, it could flip something to something like, let's say, hold up, let's add a column to this place. It's going to be a choice column. Sorry, we can say admitted or, not admitted. And let's see, the decision, it's going to be a choice column. We're going to be like admitted, rejected, right? So we're going to save that. What did I save out? I didn't really check out the name of the choice, like, so that could be a problem. But anyways, let's see. So once the whole thing is okay, right, we could put this to unselect patch. Want to patch that table, accepted. I'll put it in accepted members. We'll look out for the record. It's gonna be lookup. Lookup accepted. What's up? Accepted members. Oh man, why didn't you come up earlier on, making this difficult for me? So the areas where it's gonna be applicant ID. It's not coming up anymore. What the? Oh man, applicant ID is equal to combo box 1 dot selected dot application IDs. And let's record 1 to update. Then what columns are we looking out to update? We're looking for update the decision column. Is it here? Just we might need to refresh this. This is going to be the last step. Then I'm going to, run another stuff and just to confirm it works out good. And I'm going to come to the end of the thing here. Decision. So what are we looking to update the decision with? Right? What was that column called? The choice stuff. My connection is slow. It's not bringing on the selection I need. And I didn't quite get the name. Oh man. Let's see what that was called. I'm not getting any intelligence suggestions. A decision. But yeah, I'll take up this chance to check out for that. decision. I think it's coming up. And say decision. That should be it. That's admitted. Right? Are we get anything wrong? Oh yeah, it should be the square bracket. So this is going to be our accept. I'm going to change the label to accept, right? And then once we can create a flow whereby if this change to accept, right, it's going to send an email to the user letting them know, oh, you've been admitted on that kind of stuff. But we're not doing that here, just to show you how this thing works. So once we have reject, we might want to include the reason or that kind of stuff, or maybe just asking to submit the required identity, the required ID document. So reject. I'm telling the reason why, right? So if that's the case, we can patch this with rejected. So I think that should work. So we're gonna come here and accept this guy. And then once we click on accept, we might want to reset. Reset combo box 1 and apply the same to this guy. Set combo box 1. Yeah, so once we click on accept, oops, it's not gonna run. Okay, I think yeah, it worked. Just that okay, let's see. It worked, right? So if we went back to the default, went back to the first stuff. Well, let me see if I find had something like maybe allow blank selection. Okay, not there. Default no value. I just want to have that. So that's how it works, guys. So you can hold up. Yeah, I really need to find this stuff because I really feel like I need to figure out the issue, but it can't be in this video. If I want to start resolving every other thing, it might not really get done. So let's just stop at that. That's just it. All right. So that's a good use case for you all to see. And let's go on and try this one more time. Right. Oh, one more thing, right? Once this is accepted, we want to delete. Once it is accepted, we want to delete this record, right? So after this, we might want to remove. Remember the loss I told you about. remove I want to remove users, applications, where okay, so I need to get the IntelliSense. Let me make sure I'm typing in the right yeah, where why my email isn't looking in that place. It's also bringing out some so gives us applications where application ID, is equals to a combo box that's selected, and that's combo box 1 that's selected dot applicant ID. Tell me that should be all she want to remove. And once you're done with the removal, you can reset combo box. So if we can accept, I'm sure this one will be gone. We won't see my Y there anymore. Yeah, that's gone. Yeah, gone, right? You can see in there for yourself. So we're gonna play this all over and be sure this stuff works just how we want it to work. So I'm gonna type my names. I'm gonna add the S to it so it can be distinct from the others. I'm gonna put a random date. Next. Straighten the record. This thing than I expected. Oh, no, nice. I'm going to fail, just fail, dude. So I can know what I'm facing. It's taking much longer than I had expected. Maybe we should refresh the page. Use Peter VMS. Use my surname and a random date. And next. And then here we're gonna upload my passport again. Submit. And get over here. Let's see if they come up on its own, or we might need to refresh the data. I'm going to go refresh the data, and then wait for it to update, and then we can see the Peters there. We click on it, comes up. Let's see. Oh, there's a mistake in your name. You're not Peters. Oh, therefore we have to reject you. Right? Oh, okay. This is really okay. I can confirm your ID. So let me just go on and accept. And it goes on and accept. This guy is admitted, and the records on the application stuff is deleted. Right? So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I know it was pretty much longer, but I'll kind of devise a means to make this video pretty much shorter for you guys to save some time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you hit that subscribe button already. I'll see you around in my next video.